What's going on, everybody? Welcome to 10 till midnight. Alright, we don't have much to talk about today, but we're going to go ahead and knock this out, play with it a little bit, and see if we can come up with any new ideas, maybe to make the next one more entertaining, shall we? So we're here to talk about on the first night. I actually skipped last night. I was just too tired, so I did not do any listing. So we're here to talk about the first night of listing, and if you're not familiar with the 10 till midnight little thing I'm trying to do just to play with to get myself motivated, you can check my YouTube channel at the previous explanation video. And so with that note, we were able to get, well, me was able to get 28 items up on that first night. I was going to make a light goal of it to where I either want to get 50 items or at least $1,000 worth of merchandise listed in those 2 hours. So I got 28 items listed for a total of $1,347.72. So I did meet that goal for the first night. That is an average per item of $48.13. So we did sell one item out of the 28, which was this Pure Jill gray knit pocket sweater. I sold it for a full asking price of $34.99. Even hit the rip tag. So into my store, obviously urban-picker.com, 10 till midnight. The first link, you can link there and see all the items that I have listed in those, and that I will list within those 2-hour brackets every night. So let's just go through here and see what I did. So we got the Longaberger basket, 1989, vintage picnic basket. Them have dropped a lot in price since when I started eBay. When I started eBay, them things were doing good money. One thing you should always pick up, and I know at least here in St. Louis, they come out quite often at the bins, and that is the cryo cuffs. I grab them whenever I see them. Even if I just see the bucket, I will grab it. Always good money. They always sell. And we're on day 3 now of that one, and I'm surprised nobody's even sent me an offer for it yet. Onward to Sucker for Toys. So I got a couple of fire trucks here. I paid like $4 for. Nice Paul McCartney figure. Teddy bear collection. This thing I've had in storage for like 6 years. I do not remember where I got it or anything about it. X-Men. I found actually a box probably many years ago, 5, 6, I'm not sure exactly. I bought a huge collection of X-Men, mostly Wolverine toys, figures from someone. Bought the whole collection. And I still have a few pieces that I had found in a box, and that is one of them. So I put him up. Sony Handycam. I grab all camcorders I try to grab. When you can get them at a decent price. This one I probably paid like $4 for it on like an average buy. And they usually always sell. So nobody sent me an offer on that yet either. I'm surprised. I thought that would be the first thing to go. Doop. Another toy, tractor trailer, tanker truck. And let's see. I love indie bands, especially St. Louis ones. So there we go. We got the Nukes from 1990. A cassette that's hard to find around here. So we got that up. Then we get into some clothes. Obviously Nike merchandise. This Wilson's leather jacket may be a little overpriced. This was actually my personal jacket that I had bought when I got a little extra money in my pocket. I used to work retail, music store, but I was always trying to find ways to make side money. And this was obviously before I had internet, before I even had a computer. Back then, the cheapest computer was like $3,000. So it wasn't very easy to get a computer back then. But so I ended up, I could always draw a little bit, so I bought a tattoo kit and started tattooing on the side and started making some good money doing that. And with my little bit of extra money I had in my pocket for the first time, because I was a paycheck from paycheck kind of guy, when I finally got some extra money, I went and bought me a leather jacket because I always wanted a leather jacket. And so now it's up for sale. It's not really my style anymore, so it's going out the door eventually. Goodrich Racing, always good with automotive stuff. Trying to get it more into women's clothing, so I've got a few sweaters here that I picked up at the last Salvation Army grand opening I went to about a week ago. Here's the one that actually sold, and if you can tell, it's still in my store even though it's sold. I've had this issue going on with eBay where instead of it technically ending my item, it's just taking the quantity down to 0. So it's kind of leaving it in limbo. And like if somebody does a non-paying bidder, I have to actually go and end the ended listing before I can relist it, which is odd. Another thing that this does too is if you go, say, into my profile, items for sale, and you come down and click the sold, the stuff's not showing up here either. Like what we got here, recently ending. So this is saying I've sold one item today. Yeah, no. You know, it's what, one item yesterday. No. Wouldn't have a business if I was only selling one item a day. So that's another thing that's kind of taken away from is the fact that it doesn't show up in the sold, so you can't really research what I sell, which stinks because I like doing that with other sellers. So when you look at my sold, it kind of looks like I ain't selling nothing. But thankfully, ever since this glitch, though, my sales have been through the roof because I don't know what they did, but it basically feels like they refreshed my whole store, and I've been averaging about $900 a day in sales. And so I'm hoping to try to keep that momentum going. So I ain't complaining about the little errors that are going on because sales are nice. So I don't know what that looks like if you clicked on it. So obviously I see my view of it. Anytime I can get Nike and sports apparel, I try to grab it all. Alcohol-related items, even though I don't drink, and I've only drank 3 times in my entire life, I always try to grab all things alcohol-related and Pepsi, sodas, soda-related, Nike-related. Okay. Let's see. Got an Olympic jacket, suede jacket here. Vintage Nike jacket. More Coca-Cola stuff here. We got the vanilla Coke. And Operations Red Carpet, whatever that is. It appears to be in Florida, whatever it is. Nice vintage rugby shirt. If I was preppy, I'd wear that. And a Denver Broncos sweatshirt. So that's it. I should be able to list tonight. So today is Tuesday, February 12th. It's a big TV night for me tonight. So we'll see if I get anything listed, because like Curse of Oak Island I watch, and then there's a couple news shows that are starting up. And so, yeah, I got to have my little TV time since I work hard all day. So we'll see if I get anything listed tonight. I'm going to try to at least squeeze in a little bit and get some stuff listed. So what's the point of doing this if I am not taking advantage of it all? So there it is. There's everything that's going on. You got the numbers. Only one item sold so far for $34.99. Got $1,300 of items listed. And yeah, pretty shocked actually. A couple of those items I have not even got offers on. So it is what it is. It'll eventually move. And onward to the next one. So that's it for this video. And hopefully I'll learn from this video and make the next one a little bit more entertaining, and hopefully we've sold more and we can get a little bit more detailed information. So Until next time, everybody, thank you, and 10 till midnight.